Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Gala, seeing what's going on. I actually got a lot of requests from this one, so we're going to double check that and take a quick look here. So thank you again, Ash, one of my community members here, as well as, I see here, is it Jurakaspindle? I'm sure I just butchered that, but either way, thanks for the request. That's all I can say. Appreciate you being part of a really cool community here. So quick congrats to our community members. Solana, 118% on a previous trade from last month. ICP 4 days ago, 55%. SCI 32% in 3 days from a short, and Kava 156 from a few months ago. Nice little 24-hour profit window there for us. Let's go ahead and look at the Gala liquidation heat map and kind of see where we're at for the back end here, because it's important to recognize roughly what this looks like when when you're trading, because if you know where liquidation levels are at, you can kind of understand where the whales are kind of gravitating a bit more towards. A lot of times liquidation levels will accumulate at support levels too, so that's important to recognize generally areas of support and resistance. So right here at about 3.65, 3.7 is a round number, is essentially what we're looking at for the lower level liquidation. And more recent, we can see right there, really close to that 5 cent even mark, is that upper region. So 5 cents and 3.6 is the area. Just so you can kind of get perspective, it's literally right here above the most recent high. And of course, 3.6, that's actually pretty low. It's fairly further away, okay? So again, generally speaking, that's the range that we're in. We're almost smack dab right in the middle. So we're going to talk about what this means and where it's going to go. So let's double check that. Quickly to note here on the daily with moving averages, if I recall from before, we were in pretty good shape, which we still are. Yes, we're above all moving averages. Daily time frame, we are starting to see stochastic swing to the downside with the RSI and MFI hitting 70. Now, a lot of times you can see the price bounce off this level, so there's a possibility we could see the price recover and continue higher, but it's best to presume it won't, just to be on the safe side, because holding 70 is a different story than holding 50. Okay. What I mean by that here is that we've been above 70 since February 24th, and that's a good long time, right? So this is very natural for the price action to want to correct itself after being above that level for that long. So does that mean the price is going to continue to drop for Gala? Not necessarily, but it does imply that there's potential, and you want to be mindful of that and aware of it. We have also lost the 20-day SMA. This is an important factor in understanding that we're a little bit more bearish than bullish. And I don't want to get it twisted here. Just because you're below the 20-day SMA doesn't mean you're instantly short and the price goes to zero. It just tells us that with us being under the 20, we got to pay a closer attention to understand that the likelihood of the price going up from here is less than it is going down, right? Again, mostly just statistical probabilities is what we're looking at here. We take a look at the MACD, still diverging quite strong. We lost 50 on the RSI, also a bearish sign. And same thing here with stochastic RSI 2. So these are all shifts in momentum, kind of letting us know the price action is more likely to fall than it is to increase. We are holding this 0.618 level. So far, so good. This is only the first test of that level, but 42.5, a close below that, would confirm the price action is going to continue lower. We can also see a pretty obvious descending trend here. It's pretty clear in that sense. You could argue that's a bull flag, but not really considering where it derived from. Okay, looking at the hourly, if we double check a couple things, we want to confirm here too. We're at a 9 on TD sequential, so we have potential now at this point for a brief relief rally. And then of course we take a look at Ichimoku Cloud, solidly closing below 0.5 fib. So this 4.4, I'm going to round up a little, should be a new resistance level for this coin, especially with the lagging span being free and clear and conversion line below the baseline. This is definitely looking like a little bit more of a better case scenario for considering a short than a long, especially with us losing 50 on the RSI in the 4 hour. So to me, Gala does seem more probable to continue lower than it does continue higher. It really just depends on where you want to get in, of course. Right there at the 0.5 fib level, that might be a good consideration for entry, even now. But truth is, this being overextended here on the 1 hour, but about halfway through on the 4 hour, we should experience further downside. Really what it boils down to. But again, we could very well hold this line too. If Bitcoin stabilizes, I think Gala could come back up to at least retest at 0.5, 0.382 levels, and essentially, get either rejected here or rejected here. It seems pretty likely we're going to continue lower, but with us being overextended right now, we may not see that happen instantly. Okay? So again, depends on how you look at it here, folks, but to me, these are mostly bearish signs. While we do have a lot of bullish continuation potential on the daily, I really don't like the way the chart's looking here. You could even argue this is somewhat of a double bottom pattern, but it's not really the case, honestly. This even could be a head and shoulders. It's pretty ugly. that could come to fruition too. So there's a lot of different case scenarios here, but I would say that Gala does look like it's shifting gears to more of a bearish scenario. So I'd be looking for a short closer to 44 cents. That's basically what I'm leaning more towards. Sorry, 4.4 cents. 44 cents would be nice, right? Right, folks. It's kind of where we're at there. Again, be careful if you do take a short. I'm not telling you to short to the ground. You got to be realistic and work within the fibs. So if you're going to be shorting, obviously somewhere between 4.1, 4.2 is a solid consideration for a take profit target. Hypothetically, that would put you down a good 4.5%, 5%, depending on your leverage amount. So just be careful using high leverage with these coins right now, though. Low leverage, low position size allows you to survive and thrive in these markets. Okay, that's generally where we're at here. Hope that was descriptive and helpful for you. Thanks again so much for watching. Again, make sure you trade on Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. No KYC or VPN required. Link down below for that. You do have to use my link to register, but you will get this awesome trading competition, $10,000 prize pool. There's also, $5,500 in deposit rewards, too, if you decide to use them. They're definitely the best, specific because there's no KYC or VPN for the US and Canadian members that we have in our community. Thank you, Bitunix, for the opportunity. Thank you as well for just being yourself and watching, and more importantly, liking and subscribing if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.